They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Hall to start the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hall again on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On play action, Prescott. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Jets nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 50 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
First down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First down, Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing he just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
All again on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Play action. It's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 7. Inside give to Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Prescott. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, Can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Davis has it over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down at the 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hall again on 2nd down. Uses the stiff arm. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Again. And down inside the 15 he goes. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He finds his man complete. That's Bryant. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They hand off to their big tight end, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they tried to get it to Beckham and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Prescott now. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Prescott. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Marr able to put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline rip.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Option play. Here's Hall. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 25 on second down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Prescott off play action. Being chased out left. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On second down, Elliott. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams there to bring him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run with Hall. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Then he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's in to take it in the other way and try to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
61. That's my
One more time with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown, CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
Now this throw caught left side. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now here at MetLife Stadium. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Berrios. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Damone Clark in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. From the 27, Prescott. It's caught. Beckham. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dallas.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. A good pickup there, a 22.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To throw, Prescott. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Prescott on 4th down. It's caught by OBJ. Touchdown. Odell Beckham from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's Dak. That's complete to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Prescott. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Jets, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for